Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So before I begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, please share this video, it is a very big help. Don't forget to ring that lovely notification bell. Also, please follow me on my socials, Kirsty Johnson Coaching at both Facebook and on Instagram, and kirstyjohnsoncoaching@gmail.com if you are wanting any advice, coaching, want to answer me questions, want to nominate something like a request or something like that. Or any more information on what I'm going to talk about today. So my last video was on why boundaries are important. So I will link that one in the description down below, as well as you may get a little bar across if I remember to do it. Remember like as if. So that's when we talked about why it's important to set boundaries. This time we're going to talk about actually how to set boundaries. So now we've come to the realization that setting boundaries are important. We had them as children, and the reason that we had them is so we know the boundary lines, we know where we stand, and we know where we stand to other people, and how to integrate these into relationships. So now we're going to look into what is a boundary, how do we set them, that sort of thing. So boundaries are something that you set. They're like a line in the sand that basically says you don't cross it. And the two types I said last time, there's hard boundaries, soft boundaries. They're also known as request and requirement. So a request is something that you kind of ask somebody to do, which is a soft boundary, and a hard boundary is a requirement. This is something someone has to do or not to do. And these are more moral based usually. It's like, don't cheat on me, let me trust, I have to trust you, you trust me, respect me, them sorts of things. And some things can be requests at the beginning of a relationship, and some and can turn into requirements, and some requirements can turn into requests as time goes on, depending on what's going on. So the first thing I would advise anybody to do who's setting boundaries is to look at your value system. Look at what you value, your beliefs, your wants, your needs, and also look back at your previous relationships. So I'm going to take this from a relationship standpoint, but if you want to take it from like parents, whatever, you'll have experience. So take it from experience. You can only learn from experience, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be your experience. Think about a friend who's told you about the boyfriend that cheated on them. Even if you've never had one, you will definitely know the anger and frustration and hatred that comes along with that from even being the friend. So think about it that way. Look at things in the past, experiences of either others or yourself, where you felt uncomfortable, you felt it's not right, it's against morals, something like that. Then you set them. Write all of this down. Write everything down, your morals, your belief systems, what you want, what you expect from a relationship, what you don't expect in a relationship, things that would be turn-ons, turn-offs, everything. Write it all down. Get it all on a paper. Paper is better. Actually, physically write it. It's so much good. So much better. Once you've got it down, you then start writing a handful of these around it. You can even just keep the piece of paper and understand that these are values that you care about. You can even circle them in request and requirement if you want to do different coloured pens or whatever else. Highlighters, I don't know. And that's how you set. That's setting boundaries. Okay, that's how you set them, and you have to internalize these. This is the most important part of boundaries, is that you have to internalize these. If you feel uncomfortable in situations, and we'll talk next week about consequence and sort of how to maintain boundaries, you have to identify them, and you have to be kind of, okay, these are my boundaries. And when you feel uncomfortable, and when you feel like your boundaries are being interjected, or they're not being respected, then that's when we go into consequences and things like that. So yeah, it's about this is going to be such a short video, but it's about setting your boundaries and getting your boundaries to a place where you know what they are, the things you're uncomfortable with. It'll help you in all aspects of your life. You can do this with every single person. Do it romantically, you can do it with your family and things like this, because boundaries are so important for us to have. I mentioned last time, we are given boundaries as children because they allow us to know when our sort of cut-off point is. But we have these because our parents respect us. This is why you're given boundaries when you're children. It's a sign of respect. You're told you're only allowed to go so far because they care and they want to love and they respect you, and you are their purpose. Parents that don't set boundaries for their children, often their children end up disrespecting them and they end up disrespecting their children. It's about a line of respect, and that's what boundaries are. They are respect. And so it's one of the fundamental 3 pillars of a stable relationship is respect, because it's highly important that you respect someone, because if you don't, what's the point? Or respect yourself. These boundaries are about not just respecting other people, respecting your boundaries, or you respecting their boundaries, but also about like respecting yourself and knowing where you stand, your cut-off point, your worth, because you know how far you'll let somebody push you to the point of going, this is enough. And obviously we're very, very different. It might be different for a romantic partner. You might let them push a little less than maybe your sibling or whatever else, because we are quite more softer on our blood family than we usually are on our sort of friends and stuff like that. So yeah, it's about knowing your boundaries, it's about knowing your worth, and it's about respect. So this has been a really, really short video. It was not meant to be that long. It's not meant to be long at all. Just going into the nitty-gritty of how to set boundaries. Some of this to some people probably was quite common sense. Some people, they just needed that push and that, okay, that's what I need to do. Okay, that's a good, solid plan. Okay, so I hope you guys have a lovely day. And before I end, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you already haven't. I know a lot of you people are watching and are not subscribing, so please share the video. It really, really does help, and it really helps other people because they see these videos, they get the advice, and they feel better about themselves, just like you guys will. Also as well, please don't forget to follow me on my socials, Kirsty Johnson Coaching, and also kirstyjohnsoncoaching@gmail.com if you would like any coaching sessions. We can chat everything, and also if you would like any further details on this, any organisations, anything I can offer. Okay, have a lovely day.